An interesting picture and an interesting plant. These are two things we're going to think about on this shaving with Rich. I dished the remote. Well, this morning, good afternoon, my friends, and today's shave is brought to you by Phoenix Shaving Sangre DeDrago, or Dragon's Blood. And we'll be lathering with my Rubber Set 15S. This is one with the real neat little fishing lure trapped in whatever material this is. We'll be using, this is one of the newer kinds of Aristocrats that has it doesn't have a real date, so I don't know exactly what date it is, but it's the one's got the little hook on the post in the middle. And we'll be following up. I do have the matching aftershave for the Sangre DeDrago. Just reading up about, well, there's kind of mixed messages on this picture. Let me get a little water on my face while we're talking. Picture on the top of the tub shows a person with a raven's mask, like a big nose like out here, and this kind of a mask dates back to the time of the bubonic plague in Europe, and doctors at the time would wear these sometimes leather, sometimes cloth masks, kind of like this. There are other designs. This just happens to be the one on here. Sometimes they would soak these things in urine or something to kind of, in an attempt to protect themselves from the plague. They didn't really understand bacteria or viruses at the time, and so these doctors would go in and they'd attach leeches to people. They'd bleed them. I don't know. The mortality is pretty quick when the plague does manifest itself. It doesn't take long. But that has a complete disconnect with the name Sangre DeDrago, which is a plant in South America or something. And it's known for, it's called Sangre DeDrago. Well, that's really the name for the sap from that plant. It was Croton, I wrote it up here on the mirror. Croton lechleri. It's a latex-like material, but it has some interesting antibacterial properties, and for external use and internal use. It's good for stomach troubles. It's really red. That's why they call it dragon's blood. I didn't look at the ingredients on this soap to see if any of that is included in here. I imagine it just sounds neat, and so that's why they named it. But we're doing some interesting research with Sangre DeDrago for intestinal upset, stomach trouble associated with acquired immunodeficiency disease. And oh yes, one other thing. This is a brand new Gillette Silver Blue. So it's just whizzing through my beard right now. Where was I? Oh yeah, talking about research with this latex. And it's good for sealing up insect bites and ulcers and stuff externally. That's the only use that I could think of immediately with that kind of a product. But it's neat that you take something simple as just the name or a picture on a tub of soap, and you come up with all kinds of stuff. That's what happens when you're retired. You get too much time to think, and you get to looking at stuff. And we picked this tub of soap out of the mystery pass-around box, or running mystery box, and my wife picked it out. She liked the smell, so gives it at least one thumb up. And then I went ahead and got the matching aftershave eau de cologne. It's a fairly strong smelling aftershave. So see how she likes it. She's on her way home from work. I was up early this morning doing a little fiddling around the house. For some reason my cucumbers have gone completely bananas. They're English cucumbers, so they're supposed to be reasonably slender, 3 fingers or maybe even 4 fingers in diameter, about like that. Well, I missed one day. I didn't harvest day before yesterday, and then yesterday I looked out there and there was like 7, including one freakishly huge cucumber, which had to have been about 4 inches across and maybe maybe 2 feet long. This thing was enormous. I've never seen one that big before. So, being Friday night, we have a standing outing. I have a friend that we go to a local barbecue joint and we play Hillbilly Keno, which we've talked about. And so I gave it to them. They shared their garden with us, and all I planted this year was cucumbers. So I hope that comes out and they enjoy it. I completely lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was talking about. Well, I was talking about the garden. Where did I get there from Sangre, DeDrago? I don't know. It's a nice soap. It really lathered good. The product itself is wonderful. Most of the stuff that I've gotten from Phoenix Shaving has been quite satisfactory, if not excellent. It's got good slickness even after, right after the pass. You can add a little bit of water to this and it'd be plenty good to clean up with. Has a nice fragrance, and that could be where the dragon's blood tie-in is. I don't know. We have a dragon's blood, or the CBL, or Chris had a dragon's blood soap, so he may be able to shed light on that. Whether where the dragon's blood comes from. Maybe it's from a different plant that has the same nickname. It just happens to be the one that my Google Fuse showed up quick when I was preparing for this shave. Real smooth. This another thing. This is a vintage rubber set brush, and it is Badger. It's only 18 millimeters. It's a fairly small brush. Which direction did I go? Did I go this way or this way? I'm arbitrarily thinking I went this way, so I'm gonna go this way now. Has a nice scent to it, and it performs real good. And of course, it's hard to beat a Aristocrat when it comes to DE performance. Nice, mild kind of shave. Preparing me for an afternoon on the couch watching football. The rest of you guys in the Shaving Cadre at theshavingcadre.com. For those of you who aren't subscribers to that board, that's one of the things we're doing is pick 'em. We're picking that. There are 15 teams that are selected by. It's on the CBS Sports application, and we're picking out who's going to win from the 15 and scoring it. And having a little gentlemanly game out of it. So I've based most of my picks on statistics. There are a few times I've voted with my heart, and I just hope they all turn out. I'm in a very extensive tie for third to fourth, next to last place. I think most of my picks so far today are going to be good. I see right here rolling out the top of the screen, my Buckeyes just scored. It's 7-3 versus Indiana. Indiana is always a tough game, and that's a rough one to call. Despite Ohio State being heavily favored, there's always that chance that Indiana's going to come in and play out of their socks. Have that one game where they play their heart out. So really, when it comes to college football, despite what the hype and whatnot, my gosh, I'm smooth. Despite what hype might be from any particular school or team, really when it comes down to it, any team could beat another team given us at any time. It's really, unless they throwing the chess team out there to play football. There's always the possibility of an upset. And in my picks today, you guys who are in this particular pool, I think there's 18 of us. My picks will reflect at least one or two underdogs that were very close, and those are the ones where I just went with my gut or with my heart. That's my 3 passes for today. I am really smooth. I haven't used this razor for quite a while, and it's provided a really good shave for me today. I'm going to clean up the station, get some of the mess up, check myself out with the alum. Well, I could do that now, really. Let me a little water on here, and we'll see what the alum has to say about the quality of the shave, because it's between BBS now and Grail if I have no stings, and so far irritation free. Oh, just a touch there on my chin. Well, I'm baby butt smooth, which is nice to do it every now and then. I'm going to clean up my station, and I'll be right back. Welcome back, and thank you for waiting. Today's shave brought to you by Phoenix Shaving Sangre DeDrago. Our lathering device was my Rubber Set 15S which is got the neat little thing in there. It's an 18 millimeter, still sporting the original Badger bristles. It's a little on the floppy side, but a very nice brush. I used my Aristocrat with the Gillette Silver Blue. This is one of the newer of the newer of the older ones, and we followed up with the matching aftershave, which comes out in a torrent if you're not careful. And I was not, and I made a big mess, so it's all over the place. But it smells real nice, pretty intense. It's a pretty strong. So we'll see if it dries down and I don't arrive in the room before I walk in. That's all we have for today. I'm Major Rich on the Shaving Cadre, and I'm Rich Shaves on YouTube. If you're on YouTube and you're interested in looking at watching other shaves, there's a section on the Shaving Cadre of people like me who are just vlog our shaves, and sometimes we'll also do a hard copy or write in a blog or a log of our shaves, but I like to vlog because it's easier than typing. You know, come on, give us a try. Otherwise, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.